All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. The link for the membership right down in the video description is in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the membership, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic courses, dynamic curriculums, powerhouse courses, certificate program. I say powerhouse program, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption, a definitive black manhood designed by the General strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing, amazing course. You can get a preview by clicking the link over in the chat. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream where the brothers meet once a week discussing very vital, important, powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Again, amazing, amazing course. Get a preview by clicking the link and becoming a brother, becoming a member today. That's right. Pull the fire, ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out that catalog, get a discount. Shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General. That's right. There's not another website nowhere on the planet that could compare or compete. You should become a member today. That's right. And to all the family out there, you know the General popping on Patreon. We got that fire jumping off the Emerald Tablets, DNA code of the Dragon Bloodline. I want you in the house, family. Click that link at the top of the chat. Also, the magical ring of black immortality. We gonna go deep, family. All the ring of Solomon, the Lord of the Ring, all of this stemming from this ancient ring that come out of Kemet. We're going to break it down for you so you can get the proper understanding. Also, the 72 chambers of the pineal gland, we breaking them down one by one. There's not another website nowhere on the planet that can, dropping knowledge like this. So make sure you get on my Patreon, click that link. Also, to all the family, donate to the General. I appreciate you. I thank you for the fact that you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate, the link is right over there in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Here we go, family. This is crazy. This is another crazy ass story where they talking about this nigga T Grizzley coming out of Detroit. Somehow this nigga is involved with the murder of his own auntie, who was supposedly put him on in the rap game. You see what I'm saying? And they saying that, this nigga then backdoored his auntie in order to get control over the finances of his career. And I'm listen, I'm not a fan, to that extent. When I heard the first song, that was when he first came out of jail. It was a popular song, and a couple of songs, and I've since then I ain't heard shit from him because I'm not gonna listen to too much of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So other than just seeing the nigga on videos and you try to root for a nigga because he from he from your city and shit. You try to at least root for the nigga if he at least halfway doing something right. you know, and I didn't see him doing nothing crazy and shit. He, you know, just kept rapping and shit and doing that. But, you know, this is actually had happened years ago. I didn't even, you know, I may have heard about it, and but it just was under my radar. You know, it probably was something else going on, and it was under my radar. And so now it's coming out that he very well may have backdoor his auntie. Now, from my understanding, it wasn't his real auntie, but I guess they, you know, how you got somebody that either came or grew up with you or whatever, and so they refer to her as his auntie, but she was in control of his finances. She was the one that put him on when he come out of jail, obviously, and obviously she was in control of his, you know, she probably signed contracts on him and everything. If you put a motherfucker on, you gonna want to have something, you know, you don't want him to get famous and shit, and then you get, you know, one record and shit and this. So, you know, people do that. You know, they make you sign a goddamn contract where they, you know, they got your ass. You know what I'm saying? You can see what Rick Ross did to Meek Mills and had his ass on 13% of his own. You know, he wasn't getting no more for over 10 years. He was only getting 13%. You know what I'm saying? So if you got motherfucking 100,000, if you made 100,000, you only got about 10%. You know, you got about 10,000 or 13,000 off 100,000. You know what I'm saying? You got 13,000 off 100,000. Off a meal, you get 100,000, 130,000 off a meal. You see what I'm saying? You ain't really getting no paper. And so you know, but this was crazy to hear that they, you know, I don't know if they personally have indicted him. I don't think that they have personally stepped to him yet, but his name is being thrown up because he was fucking around with these guys over in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? And some drill group, you know, drill rapper, I don't know his name. They're gonna I got the video up here. And so obviously he was over there in Chi-Town fucking with this guy. And the guy who supposedly shot his auntie was from that crew over there. You know what I'm saying? Was from that crew. And so what is, you know, they doing in Detroit like that? You know what I'm saying? Detroit don't beef with, you know, they don't beef with Chicago like that or nothing like that. You know, so it ain't no need for them to be over there like that. I ain't never seen too many beef between Detroit and Chicago on that level. You know what I'm saying? It's been kind of, you know, a mutual respect, you know, among Chicago and Detroit. So, you know, why was he over there doing a hit like that? You know what I'm saying? Was the hit for T Grizzley? That's what people trying to ask. Was it for him? Or did he backdoor his auntie? Was he trying to get back for financial control over his career, and to the point that he was willing? Because I was listening to some of these videos and they were saying that the niggas that rolled up, I think he was over one of his friends' house, and you know, and he supposedly had got out the car and walked up on the porch. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if he was in the house yet. I do not know. But from what I understand, you know, that his auntie stayed in the car and you got the driver. I don't know if they was it an Uber driver or whatever, but the motherfucking car pulled up and motherfuckers got out and they opened the door and they shot her. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if a motherfucker opened the door, they could see, you know, who it is. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and, they could have easily, if they was looking for T Grizzley, they could have easily seen that it wasn't T Grizzley. But you know, some motherfuckers is scandalous too. Now they'll hit any motherfucking, you know. But why, you know, hit her and your main target ain't in there? You know what I'm saying? Your main target ain't in there. Y'all didn't come that deep. You know what I'm saying? You got a thing. You know, you can't come just a few motherfuckers to Detroit. You just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you gonna send 2 or 3 motherfuckers to get you before you get out of there. You know, motherfuckers hit that red light on your ass, you ain't gonna make it out of there. So I mean, you know, I can't see a motherfucker coming over there do a hit like that, shoot, and then motherfuckers hit the red light on their ass, and niggas start, massing on motherfuckers to where, ain't no way you could get, because you got goddamn 4 hours up the road to get back to Chicago. You feel what I'm saying? And so I mean, that was a very that's you in deep, you real to come like that. You know what I'm saying? So most people thinking that T Grizzly may have paid that guy, man, to do that, man, because the guy was from his man set over there. But niggas do fall out now. They fall out with each other every day. So, it could possibly have been a hit on T Grizzly, possibly. And some, like I say, some motherfuckers is stupid. They ain't got no damn sense. They'll hit anybody that's near you. That's how stupid they is. That's how ignorant. Do you see how they shoot up motherfuckers? They shot, the one girl was over there doing a rap thing and shit. They shot her whole family up. They shot everybody that was in that motherfucker, killed them all. You see, about 5 people in her family. She was doing a rap release and shit. And they shot more than that, though. They shot about 18 people. But five of them either died and shit. They was her family. So, I mean, so, they don't give a fuck about hitting nobody that's, close to you or nothing. They'll do something like that. Yeah, you see? So, yeah, that's really crazy. But let's look at this, family. Let's look and see what they talking about.
All the rumors about Backdoor his aunt.
I just ain't the that's about to go around trying to clear no shit because it is what it is. As far as like, I ain't about to be certain shit you can't entertain, bro. Especially when it's absolutely nonsense. You see what I'm saying? But you do got a lot of though that go to the internet and think that everything they see on that bitch is facts. It's not a place for facts. You can see some dead in your face, chat. That's not true. So you think you can't be fooled by the internet?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That what they saying on the internet, and that is to a certain extent true. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming from somewhere now. It ain't just motherfucker. Yeah, you don't have to go, but and motherfuckers do make up shit. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that shit coming from somewhere. It ain't just that motherfuckers is coming from somewhere. Now here this guy.
For the murder of T Grizzly's aunt back in 2022. And the streets want to know what really happened in Detroit. F affiliate was just charged for the murder of T Grizzly's aunt back in 2022. And the streets want to know what really happened in Detroit that night. Police say the shooter was Wu Thang, a known affiliate of Chicago's 600 set. Same set as Booker 600 and Lil Durk. The wild part is T Grizzly was cool with Booker. They even got music together. But now one of Booker's homies is being accused of coming to Detroit and killing T's family. Y'all think it was a mistaken hit? Or did Detroit and Chicago beef start crossing over?
You say Flacco explained the situation. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say about the situation? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I just really tapped in, but I was really like, damn, this nigga, you gonna throw your whole motherfucking life away, nigga, like that? You be a dumb motherfucker to do some shit like that. How is his aunt was the only one to get hit? That's that's telling. That's telling. Because if motherfuckers coming, they coming to get who they came for. You know what I'm saying? They coming to get, who they came for. You know what I'm saying? Shit, why come way over there and you looking for T Grizzly and you hit his auntie? You see what I'm saying? And the fact that they came from Chicago, I mean, listen, it's pretty much a mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I don't see nobody going to either or trying to beef because you can't bring enough motherfuckers either way. Either way it go, you can't bring enough motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? So why would you come to Detroit with a 2 and 3 motherfuckers thinking you gonna do a hit, or beef with a nigga? Now a hit is something different. You know what I'm saying? Cause you technically, you in affiliation with somebody in the city. So you coming in, you ain't coming in like you straight up on no beef. You doing a hit. So you in and you out and shit. You gone. You feel what I'm saying? Now beefing is something different. And niggas will hit the red light real quick and amass a whole lot of niggas. So you can't come over there 3 and 4 niggas. That ain't shit. Niggas are amass on you. So I can't see him beefing, coming to Detroit to beef with a nigga like that when a nigga can hit the red light and pull up 100 niggas. 150 niggas real quick with the things and shit. What you gonna do? You can't get out of there. There's no way for you to be able to get out of there, nigga. You gonna have to do 200 all the way down the motherfucking freeway to get away. So I can't see niggas coming in there beefing like that. And plus, I ain't never seen them beef on that level like that. Really, it's been like a mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? It's been like a fucking mutual respect. So, that was like really weird, you know what I'm saying? And it's just sad that, niggas can't do, better than that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do better than that, man. Maybe the nigga didn't know he was going, blow up and shit. I don't know. And motherfucker signed the contract and or whatever and shit. And I don't know what kind of contract he didn't sign where, because it's been a while. And I mean, if he's still under that contract, it's been a while since he dropped. What, it's been about 5 years, 6 years since he dropped. So shit, So I mean, so the motherfucker want financial control, but it's gonna come out now, cause they say they got the nigga, and whatever his name is, Wu Thang, and they got the nigga, and so he gonna tell, he gonna tell, the nigga gonna tell, and they saying he did it for $30,000 motherfucking dollars. Well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Big red 5 heartbeats type contract. Maybe that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? But sad as the sad as it may be, it's gonna cost a motherfucker everything. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna cost a motherfucker everything because you can find a way to come out of a contract now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You had to, but putting yourself in a predicament where you about to get fucking life, nigga, and everything you got is gonna get taken away from you. Is that better? Is that motherfucking better for you? Then I mean, you ain't even gonna have your motherfucking freedom, and now you about to do considerable. You probably gonna get life. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get life, nigga, without parole. Both of you niggas is gonna get life without parole. You gonna spend the rest of your motherfucking life in jail, which you oughta, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it is what it is. You was coming out of jail, nigga. You didn't have that kind of paper, unless you rapped about selling dope. But I mean, who want to do that for the rest of their life? So when when you got on, somebody invested, and he said that she was the only one that believed in him. So I mean, and so she put him on, and maybe she did. Have some one of them wicked ass contracts where a motherfucker is lifetime contract and shit, and this who knows? But that's what they saying is the motive for the murder. And so yeah, I don't think they've picked him up, but he's most definitely on the radar. Now, listen, based on everything that's been said, and I hope and I pray that the nigga did not go out like that, because it's really a bad. It's just another black eye on Detroit City. It don't represent everybody, but here you got a nigga that supposedly is made it up out of the hood, rapping that inspires other motherfuckers to do the same, leave the streets alone, try to do something legitimate. If you got some talent and some skills where you can rap and come up out the streets, that's cool. leave that dumb shit alone. But, you done fucked all that up, nigga, if that's the case. And hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it pans out that you didn't have nothing to do with it. But if you did, that was a really fucked up decision. You know what I'm saying? In hindsight, it all, niggas being there. I don't know if you on them pills and shit or whatever you on. And when you conjuring up this shit and you thinking, oh, that did, but after all the madness has passed and it's settled in, you done fucked up. You done fucked up bad if that happens to be the case. So I'm gonna just keep looking and listening and see where this shit go. And hopefully, man, that at the end that the sister get justice for whatever, what has happened to her. And then and hopefully that this nigga can be exonerated if that's the case. That he could be exonerated. But if he's found guilty, then he should do the rest of his life in jail. Period. That's all. You cannot be murdering people. You know what I'm saying? And for no bullshit. For real, and I understand being under a contract, but if that's the case, it'll be a whole lot of motherfuckers whacked out here. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers is basically under the damn near the same kind of contract. So anyway, family, that's that. We'll tap back in when we get some new information. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Get over there to Patreon. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.